Hi everyone, I'm Ashlishya. In the summer, I have been doing a research under the Ceratopteris program in the plant biology field. So my topic is how higher concentrations of silver nanoparticle inhibit the spore germination and gender differentiation of Ceratopteris richardii, which is commonly known as saffron. So silver nanoparticle has been used in a variety of fields in today's world, including our personal care products like cosmetic, clothing, and much more. Um, and um, it generally show a negative effect in any perspective. But so we wanted to determine how it affect the plant life by using saffron as a model organism. So as I mentioned before, we're going to look at two different topics, which is spore germination rate and gender differentiation. So we have two research questions and one hypothesis for each. So our first research question is, does silver nanoparticles inhibit spore germination or not? So we assume that it will have inhibit the spore germination rate. So for the procedure, spores were sown under agar plates, which already had different concentration of silver nanoparticles starting from 0 ppm, followed by 20, 40, 60, 80, all the way until 100 ppm. As we can see in the picture under materials and method at the bottom, it shows how different concentration, like as the concentration went up, the color of the plates also became darker and darker, which is a sign that they have more silver nanoparticles in them. Whatever. So these were the plates where the spores were sown, and they were cultured and examined under a dissecting microscope starting from day 3 until day 17 of sowing. So we recorded the data and then we did a statistical analysis. And our result was just in the track of the hypothesis, which was that as shown in the figure 1 under result, that as the concentration of silver nanoparticle increased, the spore germination had a great decrease. And it was significant, the values. And the next research question was, does the percentage of hermaphrodites decrease when exposed to silver nanoparticles? So we also thought that it will have a negative effect for that. So for the procedure, after day 22 from sowing, we just examined, counted, and recorded and imaged all the number of males and the hermaphrodites under dissecting microscope, recorded the data, did the statistical analysis, and our result was just in the right track of what hypothesis we took. So as shown in the figure 2 under result, that as the concentration of silver nanoparticle increased, the males, which are the blue box, they were not much changed, whereas the hermaphrodites, they were like a little decreased. Yeah. So in addition to these, we also used wet mounts to show how the plate, like the gametophyte look and in each concentration, so that we can compare to the control. So as we can see in the pictures, so for the 0 ppm, the hermaphrodite have already been fertilized and they have the first leaf. Whereas as we go down all the way to 100, in the plate, there was only one hermaphrodite, which we can see. And I have also noticed, so we didn't measure it, but all I have noticed is that these hermaphrodites, they have become smaller and smaller as they went up in the concentration. So our result, all of our result was just in the right track of the hypothesis, and comparatively to other research paper which we used, they also had the same result. So I really appreciate the help, the opportunity I got in the SI Bridges and program, which was funded by NIH and Dr. Renzoglia, to give me shelter under the lab and like work in her lab. And I appreciate Mr. William Browning for the technical issues, like assistance. And here is my references. Thank you.